MMIO! Welcome everybody from international Malaysia, in also Singapore, everywhere in the world, Italy and US. Welcome to MMIO Philippines.
Correct.
So today we're going to do a very interesting topic called What's up, bro? So we're going to invite our boss, our mentor, and also the best developer, Collins Marcelino, for today's class and show us how to combine Chatbot with WhatsApp. Collins, are you there?
Hello there. Hi.
Hi.
Everyone.
And everybody say hi to you. Thousands of people say hi back to you. So today, are you going to show us how to use WhatsApp? In Malaysia, we have 97% of our Malaysians use WhatsApp. We use it for business, sales, and the more important, we use it for Facebook ads, message ads. So can you show us how you can integrate this into a very powerful marketing tool for us?
So allow me to share my screen. Okay,
share.
so are you now seeing the screen? The MMIO
Yeah, we are
dashboard?
good.
The WhatsApp platform is located on your right sidebar menu. You'd be able to see WhatsApp here. So this is how it would look like. So if you click on WhatsApp, these are the features that is available currently. You can build chatbot flows. You can import WhatsApp accounts. You can manage and import or sync your contacts from your existing CSV. You can use templates. So I'm going to explain later on what are the functions of each of these features. So if you go to accounts, this is the primary thing that you need to do. You must import a WhatsApp account. So what is a WhatsApp account? Basically, Facebook only allows WhatsApp business account to be used for automation. You won't be able to use your WhatsApp personal account to do this. So there are certain things that we must do to create a WhatsApp business account. So I'm going to open up our documentation because we have already prepared our documentation for this. So if you go to docs.marketing.io and scroll down below, you'd be able to see a portion for WhatsApp in here. So let's open up getting started with WhatsApp because you'd be able to find the things that are necessary for you to be able to start working on WhatsApp. So let me just zoom this so that it's visible for everybody, I think. Okay.
Yeah, we can see.
Does it look better now? The font? Okay, good. So we need three things to get started with. Actually, two if you are doing testing. So the first is you must have a mobile number that is not yet associated on any WhatsApp account. So this is necessary if you are doing production WhatsApp. Production WhatsApp, it means that you on production mode, you would be able to use it on your Facebook ads. You'd be able to send it to your currently existing contacts. So if you have a collection of phone numbers from your customers or from your leads, what you could do is you can upload a CSV file and then sync those contacts on your WhatsApp account. So that contacts will be synced as long as those four phone numbers are connected. So this first requirement is only required if you are doing production, if you're really doing it for business. But for testing purposes, if you are just gonna check how the WhatsApp platform works, how to build a chatbot quickly without sending it to anybody, you are just sending it to yourself for testing, then this is not required. The mobile number for that is not associated. Now, the second requirement is the WhatsApp official key. So WhatsApp official key is not available publicly. It is only available to certain providers that is approved by Facebook. So those providers are the ones that host the API, the handler for the API, and the API key would be given to the users. So far, as per my research, and as uh, as far as WhatsApp official API provider that's currently available in the market, 360 dialogue is the, I think, the easiest and the cheapest of them all, because with 360 dialogue you would be able to get an official API key. You can just start it for just $5 per month, compared to other competitors where you would be able to where you need to start it with $49 or more. But the catch here, for you to get the $5 per month, you need to use a registration link from a partner, from a certified partner. So if you click the 360 dialogue here on the documentation, we would be redirected to the partner link, where we would be able to get a WhatsApp dialogue or 360 WhatsApp dialogue for just $5 per month. So yeah, that's by the way, if you are not ready to pay for this yet, if you are not ready to get the official API key, if you need to just just get it started, check how it works, you don't need to pay. You can just use what we call the Sandbox API key, or the testing key.
Wait, Collins.
Okay,
yeah, let's do this. First, if we don't want to pay, majority of us MMIO beta testers, we don't want to pay a single cent. Mm-hmm. So what do we do first? Not paying
you can use
single
a
cent.
There are two API key that we can use. We can use the production API key. That one you have to pay. Okay, the production API key. We can also use the Sandbox or the testing API key, where you can get started right away without any payment.
Okay.
Just use the API key. I mean, get the API key and then plug it in on your account, and then you're good to go. You can just test this right away. But the catch here is, with the testing API key, you would only be able to send all your messages, the test messages, to your own WhatsApp account. You won't be able to send it to other WhatsApp account, only to yourself.
So you send back to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can only send it to yourself.
So you will be the kid playing in the sandbox to yourself without having interaction with any of your other contacts on your mobile phone through WhatsApp.
Yeah, it is.
That's right.
Not. Yeah, that's not allowed for testing purposes. Just you. All the messages will be sent to your own WhatsApp account, so that you can see how your flow is going on. You can click the buttons. You can test with the messages and so on. So it is a pretty straightforward approach to get started using the WhatsApp platform, MMIO WhatsApp platform, right away. No need to pay anything.
Okay. Free means Sandbox. We go to this one, Sandbox text API key. We download it. We set it in. We work within the Sandbox, sending to ourselves, testing the robots and everything, right?
Okay. Actually, you don't have to download it. All you have to do is just copy it. I'm gonna show it to you later how you can get that. Okay.
So now the next option, pay. We have to pay $5. And the most important thing, we have to come to this marketingmaster.io, click on 360 dialogue, because when I first gone to 360 dialogue, it was in pounds. It was in euro. It's really expensive. So this one we get to test for $5, right?
Yeah, there are a lot. There are a lot of partners that have made a deal with 360 Dialogue, and they're offering that link. If you click on that partner link, you'd be able to purchase an account from 360 Dialogue for just $5 per month.
Here's the question. How long? How long will it remain at $5?
as long as you are using your 360 account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good deal, right?
Yeah. Okay, so it's basically not for this beta test. It's $5 per month. As long as we are using this link through MMIO, we get a great deal with it, right?
Yeah. As long as you are using this account, there's no changing. Just pay $5 a month. You can just send it to your subscribers. Send WhatsApp messages to your subscribers, to your contacts.
Okay, cool. Now come back to the last question. Mobile number not yet associated with any WhatsApp account. What's that really mean?
Yeah. Example, you already have a WhatsApp account that you use for your personal, right? When you have a phone number, you created WhatsApp, you associate that WhatsApp account to your phone number. You won't be able to use that phone number anymore to register to create a WhatsApp business account. Because in order to create a WhatsApp business account, that certain phone number must not be associated with an existing WhatsApp account. So it's a fully dedicated contact number that's only associated to your WhatsApp business API or WhatsApp business account.
Now, question is, if I have two phones, one phone I have personal, like call it 014, it's personal. 017, it's already a WhatsApp business account. Can I use that one for this exercise?
Actually, you don't need a phone, a separate phone. You only need a SIM card, but you only need a phone number. As long, yeah. So what would happen is Facebook would send a verification, to that phone number, just to make sure that that phone number really exists. And once you have verified that phone number, that's it. That's good. But yeah, with your question, you can basically use two phones. One phone is for your personal, one phone with a separate SIM card or with a separate phone number for WhatsApp business. Yeah, that's pretty doable. That's good.
But what is important is we must have an official API key, correct?
Yeah, so you would only be able to get an official API key if you have a WhatsApp business account. To create a WhatsApp business account, you must use a phone number that is not yet associated with any WhatsApp account before.
Got it.
Clear?
Yeah, very clear.
Okay, now once you have a WhatsApp business account, you now would be able to get an API key. So by the way, this process is the same way, because if you really wanted to do it in production, you are going to send messages to your customers after doing testing, and if you think that your chatbot is ready, your setup is ready, and you feel that you can send this to your customers or to subscribers, you can now upgrade to a production API key. Once you register an account with 360 Dialogue, you will automatically get a WhatsApp business account. So it is not a two separate process. Once you pay $5 per month, 360 Dialogue will automatically issue or create a brand new WhatsApp business account after the registration process. So it is not two separate process. It's really easy to do. So yeah, can we proceed to the third requirement? Hello?
Yeah.
Can we proceed to the, I think I have already discussed the first requirement, the mobile number. I have also discussed the importance of the official API key. We can now discuss the third requirement. So for this one, Meta business account, Meta or Facebook business account, this is needed if you also want to use your API key for production. Okay, so you won't be able to get an official API key from WhatsApp if you don't have a Facebook business account or what we call today as Meta business account. So you can create a Meta business account quite easily if you have a Facebook account. But the catch is, if you haven't verified your Meta business account, you would be able to use WhatsApp, but there is a limit. You can only send messages to your to 1,000 contacts in a day. So if you are doing Facebook ads and you are getting a lot of messages, example, in one day you get 2,000 new contacts a day. You are sending messages because you are doing hard on Facebook, pushing ads. So a lot of people messages your business, and you have you send messages to more than 1,000 customers in a day. Once you hit that limit, the 1,000 customers per day, Facebook would need to you would need to get your Meta business account verified in order to send more than the 1,000 customer a day limit. Is that clear?
Yeah,
Understandable?
Basically, you're referring to Facebook business account.
Yeah, Meta business account or Facebook business account. Correct.
Business, and then under Facebook, it will be officially called Business Manager.
Business Manager account, correct.
Yes. And then under Business Manager account, there are two groups: unverified, meaning you didn't submit your documents on your company registration, your national identity card. So therefore, you are considered unverified account. You can send 1,000 customers per day on WhatsApp, correct?
Correct. Actually, you can send multiple messages to a specific person for a specific account, but you are only limited to send your messages up to 1,000 contacts only, 1,000 separate numbers, 1,000 separate accounts. If you're sending messages to more than 1,000 people, you would need to get your business manager account verified. You need to submit business registration. You need to submit your national identification so that Facebook can verify your business, your business manager account.
Yeah, so that you're a genuine person who say you are who you said you are. So this is required by Facebook advertisement as well through Business Manager. So those majority of people will probably have verified their Facebook or Meta business account. If you haven't, you just submit all the documents and you get to increase your numbers, right?
Yeah. After that, your limits would be increased. So I think it is increased by tier. Example, for unverified, you can only send 1,000 WhatsApp. 1,000. You can send WhatsApp messages to 1,000 customers per day. And after you verify your account, you hit another tier, which is 10,000 contacts. And after that, Facebook would have another verification. And after that, you would hit your limit would be increased further to 100,000 customers a day.
Okay, I want to clarify one thing. When they say 1,000 customers, you're referring to 1,000 contacts, right?
Correct. 1,000 separate WhatsApp accounts.
Yeah. Not 1,000 messages, right?
No. Not 1,000 messages. You can send more than 1,000 messages a day. As long as you are sending those messages, you are not hitting the limit, which is sending to only 1,000 WhatsApp contacts, separate WhatsApp contacts in a day.
Okay, got it. So to do beta testing, the first thing is we cannot use our personal handphone number that is using WhatsApp personal for this purpose.
For
we
production.
Have to use for production. We need to use a WhatsApp business handphone number. And we need to go to 360 Dialog to get an API link so that we can link to MMIO to connect to Facebook, WhatsApp. Yeah?
Yeah,
and,
correct.
If we refuse to pay to Dialog for $5 per month for beta testing, we can actually use a Sandbox API up there in the docs file, which we only test the robot or the chatbot amount out and come back to ourselves to see that it works, the feature works, right? For production.
Actually, for $5 per month, you will only pay if you want to send to your customers, if you are really using it for your business, if you would send it to other people. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then why do we, for production, that means if we send it back to our own customer, it's still considered production, right?
Correct. As long as you send a message to other people other than yourself, that is called production. That is considered production.
Okay. So to do that now, after we got a WhatsApp business number, we have a 360 dialogue, $5 per month API key. We still need to proceed to make good handshake with Facebook or Meta business account or business manager. Verify it if you want to be more than 1,000
customers
contacts
a day.
or customers a day. Okay. If we don't have 1,000 contacts to send per day, we can still remain unverified. Basically, we don't submit our company registration.
No need to verify.
Everything.
So okay. if you are a new business and you are not, sending messages to WhatsApp, you are not sending to more than 1,000 customers, then there's no really it's not needed to verify your business manager account on Facebook. But if you are planning later on to send more than 1,000, it's better to start the verification process early so that later on it's not a hassle for you. You would not be crammed. You wouldn't have to you cram to make your account verified. So it's just a matter of being earlier is better, but it's not required.
Meta Business Manager account verification takes 24 hours to 72 hours as recommended in Facebook policies. So obviously the answer is please do it earlier. Now, so there are three things that we need to do the next part of the beta or in the future production. If you're like for me, I'm using a private number 014, I need to look for a new number so that I can register it with WhatsApp Business for the first time, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. Then after that, I need to go to 360 dialog to get an API key to send it to MMIO to copy into MMIO. And that dialog requires that particular new number to be linked to 360 for the API. So new handphone number, API with 360, take the API, link it with MMIO, right?
Correct.
And for production purposes, to send to 1,000 of my friends and contacts, I need to verify, don't need to verify my account if it's below 1,000. But if I want to go more than that, I got 5,000 people, not tax, I need to verify with Meta business account. Cool.
That is correct. You got it.
So can you show me how you do it now?
Yeah. So let's assume that I don't want to pay anything. I don't have a business manager account. I don't have a phone number. I don't have anything. I only have my own WhatsApp that I use to send text to my friends. I send messages to my family. That's all I have. Okay, and I want to test the MMIO chatbot, how it works first before I spend $5 a month on a 360 dialogue. So it's really easy to do. So on docs.mmio, marketingmaster.io, just scroll down. You'd be able to see here creating MMIO WhatsApp account. So view on the documentation, it would show you an instruction how to create a WhatsApp business account. Yeah. So first is go to WhatsApp, 360 dialogue, enter. And here is what I want to show you, how to get the Sandbox API key. So it's actually really easy. It's a QR code. You can just scan it on your WhatsApp, or you can just click this link, or you can send a message to this phone number. I'm going to show you that now. First is log into your Marketing Master IO. So once you are logged in, go to WhatsApp, located on your left-hand side menu, and then go to accounts. And I have already created my testing accounts here. So I'm going to create a new one. So let's click create a new WhatsApp account. And then I'm going to name my account as new Sandbox account. So this is for testing purposes. And now for the server URL, if you go to the documentation, you'll be able to see the server URL here. So for the Sandbox, your server URL is this value. All you have to do is copy this value. This is what we are going to use as the server URL. And that's for testing purposes, because if you are going to upgrade to production, you would receive a new server URL. Okay. Now let's go back here. And now what's missing here is the API key. This is the API key that was that I was talking about. So it's really easy to get. I'm going to show you how we can get that on WhatsApp. Let me open up my WhatsApp account here. So I'm going to open up my WhatsApp account. Can you now see the mirror of my phone number of my WhatsApp
Not yet.
on my phone?
Not yet.
How about that? Can you now? Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. How about this one? Can you see it now? It should be on the screen.
Not yet. Still.
Not yet on the screen.
Nope.
Screen number one. I think it should be over here. Screen share. How about now? Can you see it now?
Yep.
It's now on the front screen, right?
Yes. Very nice.
Okay, very good. So on your WhatsApp, all you need to do is you can either scan this QR code, or you can send a message on this WhatsApp phone number. So I have already saved that phone number. So I have saved that phone number, and that number is this one. So this is the phone number, and this is the one that I was talking about. Did you see the phone number that I was highlighting here?
Yes.
Do you see it there? So what you could do is send a keyword start, capital letters, all of them capital letters. Okay, are you seeing now that I'm typing start? And then send it. And after sending that, that's it. You get the Sandbox API key. How easy was that?
Wow.
So once you get the Sandbox API key, you are going to copy this. That is what we need on the our MMIO during account creation process. So you'd be able to see here, send message start. You will receive the API key, and then enter the API key here, and then validate and save.
Yep, got it.
So as you can see, I have created a new Sandbox account, even if I don't have a Meta business account, even if I did not pay yet to WhatsApp, to 360 Dialogue, I can get started with MMIO WhatsApp chatbot right away using the Sandbox API key. Okay. So now we have a new Sandbox account. We can now go to WhatsApp and then go to flows. We are now going to create a chatbot flow using that Sandbox account. So once on the flow, make sure that you choose your Sandbox account here. So after choosing your new Sandbox account, we are going to create a new flow. So the first flow that we are going to use is, I think we need to use keywords. So let's say keyword test. I'm going to show you how to use keywords. Keywords are used so that when customers type a message and sends that message on your WhatsApp account, then the flow or the message will be sent to that customer. Let me first create a text element here. So hello, WhatsApp, and then hello, Colin. This is from MMIO WhatsApp chatbot. Okay, so that is my first message.
Cool.
And then I am going to attach a keyword here. So to use a keyword, right click, go to triggers. Also, you can do this. Click, open the doc menu, search for trigger here, triggers. So there you go. We now have a trigger. Attach the trigger here where we want to activate the trigger on this message. And then I use I'm going to use test as my keyword trigger. Okay, good. So after that, click save. After hitting save, let's now go back to our WhatsApp account. So are you guys now seeing again my WhatsApp screen?
No, not yet. Yep, we are seeing it now.
Okay, are you seeing it now? Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's not seeing in the screen? Okay, very good.
No. Now it's gone again.
Again?
Yep.
Let me know.
It's back.
It's not it's back.
It's like click small, you bite it, and it goes away.
Okay, now let's send a test. The keyword that we created was test, right? So let's send the keyword test. And it should show us back. All right. Hello, Marcelino. This is from MMIO WhatsApp chatbot. Okay. Cool. So that's how the keyword works. Now let's explore another thing. Let's explore how to create buttons. So let me delete this and create a button message and connect this again. And I think I'm going to create a new flow so that we can trace it back later on. So it's better to create a new flow. Let's say the button flow. Okay, for the button, I'm going to add another message here, but this time I'm going to use a button message. Or you can just open the doc menu here and search for button and then create a button message here, connect it on the starting point and add a trigger. So for the trigger, let's use button as our keyword trigger. So that's our keyword trigger. So later on when we test, let's use a button. And I'm going to show you how buttons look like. So when using button message, you can actually attach a header, you can attach a body message, or you can also attach a footer. So let's first attach a header. So we can attach an image, a video, or a document as our header. And in this case, let's just use a text. So this is my header text. Okay, so that's our header text. And then for the body, let's configure hello first name. This is the message body of my button message. And then let's add a footer. So click footer here, and this is my footer. All right, so, and then let's add a button. So the button title here is go to next. And then let's add another button here. Go to another flow. So example that I'm gonna use another button type here, chatbot flow. So I'm gonna point to the previous chatbot flow that we created. So the chatbot flow that we created previously was the keyword test chatbot flow. Okay, good. Now if you use the next step on the button, it would require us to connect another message here. So let's add another message. This is the message connected to the button. Okay, good. We can now confirm the changes. Hit save, and then let's test. Let's open up our WhatsApp account. Can you see now the WhatsApp mirror image of my phone? Good?
Yes.
So the keyword that we created is button, right? So let's send the keyword button. All right, so this is the button message. As you can see, this is my header message. Hello, and this is my body, and this is the footer. And if we click the go to next, it would show us the message right after the button. So this is the message connected to the button. And if we click the go to another flow, it would redirect us to the flow that we previously created.
The keyword test.
Yeah. Hello, this is from MMIO WhatsApp chatbot. Good, good. So that's
Good,
how
good.
to create a button. Now let's upgrade our button because we are only using text. Let's test if we use an image. Let's choose an image here. I think I'm gonna use this as my image. So my image caption. So this is my image caption.
Mhm.
Uploading the image. And after that, let's test the button again. And let's see how it works. So you can attach a video, a document meaning you can attach a file, okay, a file
Okay.
upload. So
A
once you're
Collins,
yes,
video, there is a size limit on WhatsApp, right?
yeah, there is a size limit on WhatsApp. I think it's around 5. I'm not sure. I think 5 megabytes. Let me double check on that one. Let's get back to you. I think I forgot.
The standard video that you can share to people on WhatsApp is 16 megabyte now.
Okay, let me get back to you on that. But yeah, for sure, there is a limit to the video size that you can share in WhatsApp. Okay, so let's save this and let's trigger the button again. I'm just gonna show you how it looks like if we attach an image to our button message. Okay, after that, okay, are you now seeing the WhatsApp screen?
Yes, we do.
Okay, let's trigger the button keyword again. And it should show us an image, a button message with an image. Okay, good?
Yep, good.
So this is useful if you have a product, right? You
Mhm.
can show the product picture here, and on the body, you can describe the product. And on the footer, you can add the price, you can add whatever, whatever. And then the thing here is, if you want to redirect subscribers to your website, then you would need to create a template. Okay, so I'm gonna explain the templates later on, how to create one, how to use templates, and what's the use cases, another use cases of templates. But currently, if you don't use a template, you can only send your subscribers back to your flow. You cannot send your subscribers to your website, or you cannot send a phone number yet. You need to use a template for that, and it's a separate process. There is a template creator on Meta Business, so it's you would actually need an official API key, a production API key, in order for you to create a template. So to clarify, during test process, if you are just using a Sandbox or test API key, just like what we are doing now, you won't be able to create a template. Is that clear?
Yep. So what you mean is, if I want to send them to my URL, this particular product on MMIO e-commerce URL, I need to use something called template. Correct? It's not like our standard chatbot flow in MMIO where we just set a URL, we just point them to the URL, right?
It's not like Messenger.
Yeah, not like Messenger. So this one has another process called the template that is only available with Meta.
In production.
Yeah, production.
So in order for you to, if you want to create a template, you would need to subscribe to 360 Dialogue. You would need to pay $5 a month. So the one that we discussed earlier, you would need to have a dedicated phone number for your WhatsApp business account to be created, and then you would need a Facebook Business Manager account. So get the production API so that you can create a template. So once you have a template,
redirect people off WhatsApp, right?
There are more things that you can do on the template once you have one. So I think I'm gonna show you to you later on. For now, let's just go on let's just explore how the MMIO chatbot flow works. Is that good?
Okay, good.
Okay, now let's since I have shown you how the image works, this one, the video is just like the same. If you want to use a video, just go to header, create a video, upload your video here, and you would be able to send a video to your subscriber with a button. You can also send an image or a video using a separate, if you don't want the one that I showed you, there is a header, there's a body, there's a footer. But if you just want to send a pure video without any message attached, without any buttons, you can use the image element here, or let's say image, search for image here. You can use an image element, or you can use a video. This one, the video. Yeah. So these elements of the chatbot flow, if you use this one, you would be able to send a pure image or a pure video, or even a pure document or a file. So you can send a file to your subscriber, example, a PDF where they can download inside WhatsApp. So this is mainly used for, if you want to send an invoice, PDF invoice, or invoice receipt in PDF where they can download that, or any other use cases. Or maybe even you can send it to, you can use it to send an ebook, right? A very small ebook. So yeah, that's the use case. If you want to send just pure image or video, just use a separate elements for that here, video or image. Okay, now let's explore another thing. Let's just close this one. Now let's explore another unique element in WhatsApp, which is what we call the list message. So before, I have shown you the button message. Now, what does a list message look like? So let's add another element here, and let's add a list message. Okay, so this is a list message. Let's add a trigger. And the trigger name would be list. Okay, that's our trigger name. Just like the button message, you can configure a header, a body, and a footer here in list message. Let's just use, for the list message, the only difference is on the header, you cannot use a video, you cannot use a document or an image. You can only use text-based header for the list. Okay, that's the difference between the list and the button message. For the list message, you can only use a text header. So this is my text header. And this is my list message body. And then you can add a footer. This is my footer.
Why do we need a footer?
Well, this is not required. If you want additional information, example, if you want to send any message that is an additional, yeah, I think you have to be creative. It's not really needed. It's not required. You can just leave it as blank.
Or you can also give another keyword to trigger again another trigger. Whatever reason, right?
Excuse me?
You can actually use the footer to provide. Please, alternatively, you may want to put list number
you can
2.
Use that. Example.
Then you trigger another flow.
Example, to order, type order. So how about that? That's a good way to use a flow, right? To use a footer, right? To order, type order. Okay, good.
It's like a call to action.
For the show menu, you can change what you can change here is the call to action here. So example, show more. Okay, so the menu would be changed. And then we are now going to configure the menu. So basically a list message, you are sending a menu where people can click on this button, on the menu button, and the list would show up, this one. So example, this is my section title. Let's say we are selling burgers, example. We can show a menu of our burgers or our fast food restaurant. Let's say this section is for burgers. And this is my big burger. And then you can just describe this delicious burger right away. Okay. And then we can add another row here. Let's say I'm also selling a pizza. Delish pizza. Okay.
Okay.
And then send another flow. So burgers. So this is a menu. I think I'm selling burger. So it should not be pizza. Small burger. Burger. Small burger. Let's say smaller burger. Just describe your product in there. So this is just add smallest burger. I can't think of another name. a very small burger. So that's my description.
Chicken burger, beef burger.
Yeah. After that, let's add another section here, and this section is for pizza. Now let's add a big pizza here. Delish pizza big. Big delish pizza. And then let's add another small. But you get the point that I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
Add another row, smallest pizza. So smallest pizza. And after that, we can just redirect them to what the pizza looks like, right? So we can use a button message here, or we can send them to a template. But for now, we don't have an ability to create a template yet because
we
are under testing. Yeah, we are testing. So, but later on, once you have a template, you can just use a template here. You can redirect them to a template. I have created a template message here, but currently I have no template to use here. So it's blank. So let's just skip that for now. And let's just use a button or a button message maybe. Let's just use a button message and then add a burger image here. So let's just say that this is a burger image. Burger image. I don't have time to download the burger image here. So let's just use whatever image that we got here. So let's just say this is burger. Okay. And after that, let's just say this is buy now, maybe. This is my title here. Buy now. And then for the next step, I'm going to say, let's just say, provide your delivery address. Maybe we can just send that to the customer. Full name, to complete address. Okay, I think that's it. Full name and then the complete address. Okay, now after that we can add more messages here. Let's just duplicate this one, right? I'm just gonna duplicate this. Just duplicate this process, and just I know not this one. And let's imagine that each of the button message here, I am using an image for a big burger, a bigger burger, a smaller burger. But all of them, I would redirect to this message. This one, I'm going to redirect this one to this one to there. And let's just organize it a little better, because I'm using a big image here. And this one, once they click the order, I will connect it to this, put your delivery address. So that's the common, right? And then for the pizza, I think we can add another message here in the pizza. Another button message, but this time, let's use another image, an image for a pizza. Example, this is my image for a pizza. Click OK. So after that, same button, let's say buy now. That's my button. Proceed to the next step. And the next step is, I think I'm just going to use this as my next step. Right? Okay. So I think the image takes like a little longer to load because this is a heavy image. Okay. It's now loaded. I can just duplicate this one. The same thing that I did. And then add this in there, and on the button, add it to the final message. And add it in there. Okay, good. So we have our nest here. So that's how it works. I have already added a header, an image body. So that's good. We can now save this and open our WhatsApp. Okay. Are you now seeing the WhatsApp account?
Yeah.
So let's trigger the keyword list. And this is what the customer will see, right? So our header text, our message body, and then our footer. To order, type order. Well, I haven't created the keyword yet for this, but you know, you get my point. You can just create a keyword that handles this. So if our customer clicks the show more, it would show us our list.
Oh,
right?
Nice.
Right? Nice, right?
Yeah. Nice.
So this is pretty good for WhatsApp. So we have a section for burgers. We have a section for pizza. So let's say I want to order the smallest pizza. I can click here and then send. And then I will be redirected to the flow that was connected to the pizza. But, you know, I did not take the time to download the pizza image and then use that image on our flow. So, oops. I think I did not. Did I connect it correctly?
No, you did.
I'm not sure if I connected it correctly.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, let's just use another menu here. Let's try to order a big burger. It should send us to the next message. If it's not working, well, this is on beta stage. So we need to have this corrected if it's not working. But it should show us the images. I think
SMS.
I think we need to change from image. I think it has something to do with the image that I was using. Because the image that I used was this one. I think it's not supported, but yeah, let's just change it first to my text. My burger. Let's say this is a big burger. Big burger. Okay. Now it's much more manageable. So let's just add the duplicate here. Or I think it's with the duplication process. Let me just use another one here. There's a lot of things that could go wrong if you do live, but yeah, that's what we do. So small.
It's okay. It's still beta.
Burger. And this is, I'm gonna copy. Oh, I see. That's why what we got wrong. We did not create a body message, but it should send us the warning. Why did it not give us a warning? My body message. So that's the reason why our message was not sending, because we did not create a body message here. We only created the footer. We added the text. Yeah, I think that's what we got wrong. I'm not sure, but I think that's what we got wrong. This is the header image is a text, small burger. Okay, and then clone this one. And then the header image, this would be, no, not the footer. The header text image would be smallest burger. And then all connected to this one.
Yep.
Okay, now time for this one. So after this webinar, I will check what went wrong in there. But for now, let's just do this. Okay, text. Let's say my big pizza.
Pizza.
But ideally, you should be able to. Ideally, I think it's better to show an image here. But for now, let's just use this one. And then, okay, text. No, I'm just gonna use this. Redirect to here. Okay, and then
Just link everything there. Yeah.
duplicate this one. I think I want to make sure that we have a body message. We, my pizza description here. My pizza description here. Okay. And then I did not create a footer, so that's okay. Let me just delete this one. So this, we have a pizza description, and our header, we are using big pizza. So let's use small or medium. Let's just use medium. Medium pizza, and then duplicate this one, and then use small pizza. Okay, good. And then on the menu, let's instead of small, change to medium, and then connect the medium to medium here, and then connect small to small. Okay, good. And then for the button, let's all connect the button to this common message. Okay, good. Yep. Now let's save our flow and trigger the keyword again. Are you seeing now the screen?
Yep.
So let's trigger list. Then show the menu, and I'm gonna order a small burger.
Send.
Yep, small burger, my body message. So I think what went wrong earlier is we did not include a body message. The thing is, the warning system did not trigger. So I think that's what we need to work out. It should trigger a warning system whenever a required element is missing. Because if we add the image here, okay, let's add the image back and let's save. And then let's just use that for now. And then send a test message. So send a test message here.
Save
list. Okay, use list. And then show more, and then use the big burger. It should show us a button with, oh yeah, okay. So the mystery is solved. What went wrong earlier is we did not include a message body. Okay, so it's a message body is required. Well, the header and the footer is not required. Only the message body is required. The thing is, the warning system did not trigger. But on the next update, I'm gonna make sure that that is working. So now let's click the buy now button, and it would redirect us to another message. So provide your delivery address. So I can provide my delivery address, complete address, and yeah. So that's how the menu works. Okay, so is it clear now the difference between the menu, the list message, and the button message right here? Okay.
Yeah.
The difference is quite clear. So let's explore another element here. Let's try to build a let's try to test the condition and action. So let's say action and condition button. Condition elements. So action and condition elements are needed if you want to trigger a message based on the, trigger a message conditionally. Example, you want to send a different message to a buyer, and you want to send a different message if that contact is not yet a buyer. So you can send different messages. to them based on their property. So let's say that I have a text element here. No, a button message. And on the message body, let's say, choose action options below. And on the option, let's say on the button title, let's say add tag. So tags are, you can attach a label or a tag to your contacts to help you, to make it easier to identify them later on. For example, we can add a customer tag. We can add an important tag. So I'm going to show you that. We can also remove a tag. Remove a tag. So remove tag. So we have two options here. Add a tag or remove a tag. And I'm going to add a trigger. So let's say that the trigger would be action. That's our trigger keyword, action. And let's say for the add a tag, I'm going to attach an action element here. Action, okay? And then on the action element, let's add a label to the subscriber. Oh, I haven't created a label yet. So since we have not created any labels yet, I'm going to show you how to create one really quickly. So I'm just going to copy this. To create a label, all you have to do is go to contacts and then contact tags. Maybe we can have a better way to create the contact tags without having to go away from your flow, right? So that's better. So let's say universal contact. Let's say universal tag. So that's my contact tag.
Forget to save the entire flow.
Well, it's automatically saved. All you have to do is use the same flow name again.
Ah, okay.
So I copied the flow name, add the flow name, and then voila, you have your flow again. Use the same flow name. So add an action here. And then, yeah, we have a label tag. So I'm going to add the universal contact tag, the contact tag that we recently created. So yeah, I think that's a better way. We need to have a better way to create a contact inside the flow so that we don't have to, go out of your flow. Yeah, we can create contact tags inside the flow. That's a good addition to the improvement. We can have that. It's easy to do.
Thank you, Collins.
So after that, let's add a condition here. Let's check if the user have a tag. So if the tag is universal contact tag. So if the user have a universal contact tag, let's say, hey, you have been tagged. Okay, so that's our message. You have been tagged. But if the subscriber have no contact tag, let's send another message. So this is a condition-based message. You do not have a tag. Okay. And then for the remove, I'm just going to clone this one. And then attach this to the same condition. And instead of adding, I'm going to click remove. So what I'm trying to do here is if I click the add tag button, a tag will be added to the customer. And we are going to check if the customer have a tag. And if the customer have that tag, the universal contact tag, we will send this message. You have been tagged. But if the subscriber does not have a message, send this. You do not have a tag. The same is true for the other button, the remove tag button. We are going to have an action here that we remove the tag and then check if the subscriber have a tag. And if the subscriber do not have a tag, then click send the you do not have a tag button. So our trigger keyword here is action. So let's save this flow.
For Collins, I most probably do it instead of this way. I will not add tag. If you're a purchaser, if you're new, that will be my choice. Like for instance, add tag, I'll change to purchaser and then go to your action, check against the purchaser tag list. And then if they are purchaser, yes, I will give them a extra code for discount.
You know what?
if
Let's
they
do
are
that for better testing. So that we have a use case while testing. So under the contact list, I'm gonna add a buyer tag here.
purchaser
Buyer or purchaser.
buyer.
That's just the
Buyer.
same. After that, let's go back to WhatsApp flows. Let's edit the flow. And then instead of adding ad tag,
change the first one. Yep. Ad tag become buyer.
Let's say buyer.
Buyer.
And then remove buyer.
Newcomer.
New. New. Because we are going to remove a tag here.
Visitor. Use the word visitor.
Sige, let's say new customer. Or new contact. Let's say new contact.
Normally we use the word visitor. Guest.
Guest. Okay, guest. So let's just use guest here. For this one, instead of universal contact, let's add the buyer tag and check if the subscriber is a buyer. So if the subscriber is a buyer, let's say
here's an additional discount. 10%
here's
code.
Your coupon code since you are a buyer. So let's say this is my coupon.
And we can generate that from our e-commerce store.
Correct. And let's say here, hey, you have not bought anything from us yet.
But
no coupon code for you.
No. We don't do
That's
that.
a bit rude.
But we will put but. Here is a 5% coupon, not an extreme coupon.
So you have not bought anything from us yet. Here's
a 5% coupon.
5% coupon code. So let's say 5 coupon. Okay, let's be nice.
Yeah.
Let's be nice to our customers.
The other one we give 20%. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, let's say here's 20% coupon code. This is for the customer.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now let's save. Our trigger keyword here is action. So let's now go to the. Can you now see the WhatsApp account?
Yep. I can see your phone. Yeah. Cool.
Let's type action here.
Action.
It should send us the choice. Let's say buyer. Okay, we are going to add a tag. So click buyer.
Cannot be.
Added the tag. And after that, here's your coupon code. 20%. Pretty good, right? So let's trigger this again. Action.
Wait. How could it be? In the contact, your name is not a buyer yet?
Well, we added a buyer tag right away. If you click the add tag button here, did you as on the way I created the flow here is if we click this button, we add the tag right away. But you can add this. You can add the tag. I'm just gonna show. I was just showing how the action.
I know. Okay.
I was just showing how the action element works.
I see. Okay, got it.
Right?
It should be condition first.
Well, I also put the condition here to show you that the action element is working.
Yeah, that's right.
Because if we added the add tag here, if the action element is not working, then they should receive this. But since the action element is working, meaning the subscriber already have a tag, that's why they received this.
Correct.
So that's how the action element but you are free to, you can make the condition go first, you can do that. But for this illustration purposes, I was just showing how a condition element works and how the action element works.
Yep, understood.
Okay, good. Now let's go back to our example. Can you see now?
Yep.
Okay, so now this very same subscriber already have a tag, correct?
Correct.
Okay, if we go back to our flow, if we go to WhatsApp and then go to contacts, we would be able to see that this contact already have a tag. So this is my Sandbox account. I have, as you can see, I have one WhatsApp contact here. If I go to contact list, this is my contact and we have a buyer tag here. Look the tag, there's a buyer here. Good.
That's your handphone number, right? Contact
yes,
ID
this is my
your
phone number.
mobile number.
Yeah,
that's right.
So you can see there is a buyer tag here. So if we go to flows and edit the flow again, and then let's see. Can you see now the dashboard of the WhatsApp?
Yep.
Okay, let's trigger the keyword again, action keyword.
And remove.
Now let's type guest. Now the way it works is we will remove the tag. And as you can see, after removing the tag, we now receive the 5% coupon code. Because on the action element here, if we click the guest button, we remove the contact tag.
Yeah, understood. Because this flow was not meant for that way.
Remove buyer. I'm not sure why this is. Let me test again. Let's add action.
Add the person.
Okay, action. And then since we removed, let's add it again. Click buyer.
Yep.
We should receive the 20%. You see? We received the 20%.
Yep.
Action again. Oops. Action. Okay. Now click guest and the tag should be removed. And we receive the 5% coupon. And if we double check here, if we go to WhatsApp, go to contacts,
0.
and go to contact list, no, there's no more tag here. See? Previously, there was a buyer tag, but now it's blank.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how the action, and condition works.
Colin, basically what happened is even if you remove a tag, you don't remove the person from the contact. So you can actually resubmit the person under a different tag category or label, buyer, VIP, or basically go buyer or whatever class
you can add a lot of tags on the buyer on your contact to classify them, to make them easier to target later on with the messages with conditional messages.
Can we swap? Can you just swap the condition?
Oh, sure. We can swap the condition here.
Yeah, swap the condition. Right. Yeah, just swap it.
And then remove it here. Remove it here.
Right.
And then all of them will be.
Them goes there, yes, to be tested.
And then
link back. Link back. Then
what would happen is if the buyer have a contact tag, we remove the tag. But if a buyer does not have a tag, we add a tag. We can do that.
On the reverse.
And
but
then
why do you want to remove? Why do you want to remove the tag? No,
that just show how action works.
no, you cannot. You cannot remove the tag. You have to throw that away. Yeah, that one away. Yeah.
So we can just use this, right?
The person who has a tag, a buyer, straight away get 20%. Yeah, that's right. But this one, he needs a condition to add the tag.
Okay.
The second one, the 5% needs to add the tag so that he will become a buyer or whatever you want.
Okay, we can do that. So here on the guest, we can add an action here. Add an action element here. And then since the buyer, I see what you're getting into. What we can do here is add the action here. And this one, do not add anything here.
Yep.
Add the action, add the buyer. Okay. So what would happen is since we are, during testing, you can, as I said, you can only use one profile during testing. So if you click the guest, it would check. I would still get this 20% coupon code. No matter what, I will still get this no matter what button I click here. Because I am not removing anything, I'm only adding the tag.
Yep. Understood. Because you need a third person or third mobile phone to do it, right?
If you want to test if the subscriber would receive this, then we need to remove the tag manually.
Yeah.
We need to remove the tag manually. So let's try this now. So let's say I am a previous customer, right? I think I am not yet a customer.
No,
because I removed the tag. The last action
right.
I did was to remove the tag. So I'm not yet a customer. So let's add the action. Okay, after that, the choice. Now, check, am I a buyer or not a buyer? So if I click buyer, the contact tag buyer will be added and I should receive the 20%.
Yep.
Click buyer, contact tag added, check, and then as you can see, we received the 20% coupon code.
Yep.
If I click action again, even if I click on the guest, I will still receive
20%.
The 20% coupon code because I have the tag. I already have the buyer tag. See?
Yep.
So is it clear now how the action works and the condition works?
Yep.
So we can manually remove, go to WhatsApp, go to contacts, and then go to contact list. Let's edit this contact. Let's remove the buyer from here. Submit.
Yep. Now, when you press guess, you will get 5%.
Yeah. So remove the buyer here. Click submit. Okay. Now, let's double check. We can now refresh this. Just to double check if the contact tag has already been removed. So go to WhatsApp, go to contacts, select your WhatsApp account. My account is the new Sandbox contact list. And as you can see, I don't have a tag now because I have removed it. So if we go to the,
Action?
can you now see the,
yes, I can see your mobile phone.
So I should go to action. And now we are going to click the guest button, right?
Yep.
So previously, when I click the guest button, I received the 20% coupon because I'm a customer. Now that I have removed the contact tag, if I click the guest button, I will receive the 5% coupon code. Yep. Okay, clear.
Cool. So for the application for everybody would be, if you have a customer now, all this while we have not been communicating with any customer using WhatsApp. Right now, we can use MMIO WhatsApp through this method, of course, in production mode, to bring back and capture the customer. Go to your contact. Can you go to contact, Collins?
Yeah, go to WhatsApp.
No, the other contact, the main contact. Go to
this
the main
one?
contact. No, on the your main contact, contact book. Contact book.
Yeah. So go to contacts and then contact books.
Create a new contact book called WhatsApp customer, WhatsApp contact. And then what you can do is set it up, start to put everybody into that.
So once you have already created the contact book, added the contact list, what you can now do is sync the subscriber. So go to contacts, go to WhatsApp contacts, and you can see there is a sync contacts from contact book button there, right? You can see that button. Click on that button and you would be able to see your contact books with a phone number. Okay. So example, this contact book, Polski users have 74 contacts with a phone number. I can sync this, but not all of the 74 contact numbers have a WhatsApp. What's only going to be synced or added to your contact list are those phone numbers that are connected to a WhatsApp account. Is that clear?
Yes, it's very
So
clear.
example, out of 74, only 10 of them are connected to WhatsApp. So only 10 will be synced to your contacts. So example, I am gonna sync the contact book here. So the sync process is actually in the back end. We can now leave this and come back later on. It's on the it's in the back end. It's not direct. But let's say after a few minutes we go back and we can see, you'd be able to see that a new contact will be added here later. Okay.
Yeah, because now it's checking whether that number has a WhatsApp
One by
account or
one.
not.
It
Yeah,
will check one by one if which contacts have a phone number are connected to WhatsApp. So let's go back here. Let's add another flow. So I'm gonna teach you how to create example. An advanced application. What if I want to do calculations inside of WhatsApp? Okay, example, I am using lead. I can capture leads example. So function element. So I'm gonna use function element here. So example, let's say e-commerce application still, right? E-commerce application. So let's say that the customer have already ordered from us, okay? And let's say, hello, first name. Thanks for your order. Thanks for your order. Or maybe no. Hello, before we complete
Collins,
your
what do you
order.
want to do here? What do we want to achieve?
I want to have a calculator that calculates the shipping fee based on the location of the customer. Good. Would that be a good example?
A good example would be an easier example would be $100 US product. 23% discount would equals to 23 ringgit. 23 US dollars.
Yeah. That's also a good example. So let's just do that. That's easier.
Do price discount.
Correct.
Yeah,
that's easier. So hello. Let's just use a discount based on the tag of the customer that we have earlier.
Yeah.
So hello, your final order value to get your order final value, click the button below. So example.
Click the
okay. After that, let's use
discount calculation.
Calculate now.
Calculate savings.
Calculate savings.
Now.
It's limited, so only calculate savings.
Okay.
So after that, we have example we have a condition here. Condition. So if the subscriber is buyer, if it is a buyer, I am going to add 20% discount. So go to function. Okay, go to function. And then we have a function element here.
Oh my God.
Oops. I think okay, I'm not sure why this is. What we need to do is to refresh. Let me try to refresh this.
Okay.
It should be formatted not like this. But
okay.
I think we triggered something earlier, I think. I'm not sure. Let me just study that later. So let me just refresh this for now. Go to WhatsApp, go to flows, use the same flow name.
Function.
Okay. I'm going to use the same flow name, which is function. Oh, no, I did not use the same flow name. Function. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, now it's outputted correct. The output is correct. Okay, so what we can do is, example, we have $100 here. We multiply it with the coupon code, multiply it with 0.2. Okay, or 20%. That's 0.2, right?
Yeah.
So this is the discount that they get. So let's say this is the discount. So now let me just use, so it needs a little computation, but if you don't want more computation, let's just use minimal computation, minimal JavaScript. So let's have the calculated here. So
would I request all the viewers who are viewing this, what would your output or calculation would be? Mine would be always calculate people's savings because that drives sales. I think what you can do is write into the comments in the Facebook or wherever this video is posted, give suggestions to Collins so that he can actually save output to custom variable.
Yeah,
he can pre-design it for us so that I don't have to look at codes, which I can never understand.
Well, this is quite easy. What we did here is, let me just delete this. This is for more complex computation. So go to function again. So let me reset that one. So here we have an output and we are returning the output, meaning this is the value that is going to be used by the flow. So also this will be saved on a custom variable. So we currently don't have a custom variable to handle the discount, the final discount. So let's create a custom variable here. Go to user input, create a new custom variable. So let's say final amount. So this is my final amount. So we are going to store the value that is calculated by the function here on this variable. Okay. So once created, let's just delete that. And then now, I think the formula to get the discount is $100 minus $100 multiplied by the discount value. So 100 minus 100 times 0.02. So that's the output that I want, right? And then save this output.
No. Because you are to calculate savings.
Calculate the savings or the final output?
The savings.
Yeah,
the
savings.
Savings.
It's not the final. It's not the final
it's
amount.
Not the amount that the customer is paying. It's the 20 ringgit.
Yeah, it's the savings, right? So only 100. So the calculation should be only 100 multiplied by 0.2. Yep. Okay, so let's take it easier. And then let's use another name for the user input. Let's create new one. Let's say savings.
Yep.
Okay, for the savings, I'm gonna use now savings here. Look on the output custom variable. Yep. I am saving this to the savings custom variable. Okay, good. Yep. And after that, you have saved, and then our example, you are using dollars. We are saving and then output the savings here. You have saved. Congrats. Now, what
because you are a buyer? Wait. Because you are a buyer.
Because you are a buyer. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you are.
Yeah. Because you are a loyal buyer.
Because you are a buyer.
A loyal buyer.
A loyal buyer.
Yeah. Praise the customer so that he buys.
Next is, let's add another function here. Actually, you don't need the function just to calculate for the simple calculation because you can calculate directly. But this is useful if you don't know the values here, because actually you can add custom variables here. Well, I'm gonna show you later on another application, but for now, let's just use this. for calculation. This is for e-commerce purposes. Later on, let's add another example that is not e-commerce, just to show you how this really works. Add a function here. Function. I'm just gonna duplicate this one. Send it to another text. So we can actually do something like that. But since this message is already, we have a buyer here, we cannot do that. We need to send them to another message here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. If you delete that, Control Z. Just click Control Z to undo.
Wow.
Control Z to undo.
This is new feature.
No,
is it a new feature?
it has always
Control
been
Z.
there.
Oh,
Control
shit.
Z, it has always been there. Just click Control Z.
Okay.
It has always been there from the start. You have saved savings because you are a new customer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. And then on the calculation, 5% of 0.05.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I think this is it. This is good. We can now add the trigger here. And let's just use
function.
Function, yeah. The trigger will be function. Okay, so let's save.
So wait, can you go back to WhatsApp, go back to contact? Can you check the tag first?
Oh, okay. So I'm going to go to WhatsApp, contact,
Collins.
Okay, wait for this to load. So we don't have a tag yet. There's no tag.
Yes. So you are not a buyer. Okay.
Yes, I am not a buyer. So let's go to functions and then go here. Let's trigger the So our keyword is function, right?
Yeah.
This is our keyword. So let's click function. It should send us the message. Okay, hi. To get your final value, I think that's the wrong message, right? To calculate your savings, that should be the message. But let's just correct it later. I'm just gonna click calculate savings button here. And our savings is $5, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Because you are not a buyer, you will not tag as a buyer.
Yeah.
So if let's run it again. This time you are. Oh no. Did you been added in? Did you add a function to add yourself into the contact?
Add a. We can just add.
No, you did not.
We can add a. Let's just add it manually. We can add it using a function. We can using an action element, or we can add it manually. Which do you prefer?
Can add it at the end, sir. You can add it after your message, after the 5%. The first one. You know what I mean? At the end, yeah, the end.
Yeah, here, this one. So add. I'm gonna click action here.
Yep.
Because you are a new customer, and then I'm gonna add a tag. I'm gonna make this now a buyer. Okay.
Yeah.
So once the user buys, it's now a buyer, and if they target again, they should receive a much bigger discount. Correct?
For the audience, I know when you give a person a 5% coupon doesn't mean he buys, but in this case, we will have send them to our with a template, send them to the e-commerce store. They will have done the purchase, and then we will add them onto a tag called buyer. So let's assuming that it's in between, it happened. Since right now, I'm quite sure because we didn't do the action to append him into the contact, Marcelino is still a non-buyer. There shouldn't be any tags on the contact.
There's no more. There's still not a tag created. So let's trigger function.
So you should get a $5 US
savings. Same savings, $5.
Yeah.
Okay, calculate the savings. I should get same $5. Yeah. But if we trigger again, function, I should get
20.
Calculate the savings again. And we get 20.
There we go.
There we go.
So
we
the
get
application
20 because I am a loyal buyer, even if I bought only one.
So
yeah, so
this is cool.
so yeah, that's how it works. Be using function, calculating the savings or whatever. Or example, let's jump with for those JavaScript lovers there. So actually, this feature is quite powerful. Example, a more advanced function. Example, age calculator. Let's calculate the age. I'm gonna calculate your age. So let's add a trigger here. Our trigger would be
H.
age. Yeah, age. I'm gonna know your age, but you need to type your birth year. What year were you born?
Mm.
Okay, and then you need to type that. So I'm gonna use a
Input.
user input here.
Mhm.
I will allow you, and then I will save your input on birth year. So my birth year. Okay, my birth year. I'm gonna save. So because we are using user input, the customer need to type on their WhatsApp. And then after they answer our question, I'm gonna use that information to calculate their age.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what year were you born? And then the customer will type, example, 1988. After that, I'm gonna calculate the age. So it requires a little bit of JavaScript, but I'm just gonna the purpose of this is just to show that this is a powerful tool. Okay, so here let's just say, okay, for this is now for JavaScript lovers, for non-technical people. I mean for technical people. For those who have not yet learned how to code, then maybe you should learn how to code. So let's say
Nah, no way, man.
let's just say I'm gonna get the current year. So in JavaScript, we need to get the current year because to calculate the age, right,
Mhm.
is you need to subtract the current year with the birth year of the to the birth year of the subscriber. So I need to know what the current year is. So the current year for JavaScript, to get the current year, you need to type this new date, and then meaning this is the current date. I'm gonna get the full year. Okay. Now I got the current year. So this is 2022. What we need to
Mhm.
do here is 2022 minus
Minus
subtract it with the
user.
user birth year. So the my birth year custom variable, add it here. So current year minus the user input. This is user provided data. This will be replaced with the data that was typed by the user. So current year minus the user birth year, that should be the age. Okay. I'm gonna create, I think I haven't created a user custom variable to store the age. So I need some a variable to store the age. So create a user input here. I need a new. So my age. So this is the custom variable where I will store the output of the function. Because after the
Mm.
function calculates something, they need the function need to store that calculation on this custom variable. So after saving this custom variable, delete that, go back to function. I'm gonna change. So the output, I'm gonna output this, save the output to my age custom variable. And now I'm gonna add a message here. So you are, and then the age,
H.
years old.
Mhm.
Okay, that's pretty easy. You are age years old. So what year were you born? We'll type the year where we are born, calculate the age, and then output the age. That's pretty straightforward, right?
Mhm.
So now I'm gonna save, and then let's test. Are you now seeing the WhatsApp
Yep,
dashboard? So let's
it's good.
trigger age. And then what year were you born? So let's say I was born in 19. 88, 19. Oh no, it should be 19. Whatever. 1987. So our age is, so you are 35 years old. Correct, right?
Yep.
Trigger again, age.
1973.
So let's say 19.
73.
So you're 49. Is that your age, Mr. Tom?
Yeah.
You're
yeah,
now
that's
49
right.
years old.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's correct. So that's an easy way, or I mean, another use case of a function element. You know, it's a more advanced use case to do more complex calculations inside of your chatbot flow. So there's a lot of use cases here. This is just a very few. I'll just show you.
Okay.
This very
Here's
few.
the question.
Yeah.
You just now look for the scripting, and you actually JavaScript. You look for the current year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you get all these parameters for this JavaScript, like current year?
Just Google it. Google example. Just Google it. Example. I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah.
Go to google.com
Uh-huh.
and then search for example JavaScript. Search for here JavaScript code to get current year. That's easy, right? And then after that, just select which code, which one here, and then read the comments, and then voila, you have here this one. This is the exact function that I used.
I see.
Right?
Okay. So everybody, you can actually now start to Google everything and get the flow and try to use it.
Yeah. So you can even do, JavaScript age calculator. So just search for it, and you have a JavaScript code here that calculates your age. So you can just copy all of this and add this to your function if you want.
Cool.
And just replace, example, this one, date of birth, you can replace it with your custom variable. So yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Just add all the codes here. It can support the code. As long as your code is valid, it will output correctly. Great.
This one's good for people who are senior age. You're selling some supplement or you're selling any products. You can probably add this part. I'm 49. Anybody who's 45 above, you can provide a certain types of.
You know what? Let's just have a condition here based on the age. That's better, right?
Yeah.
So let's add another condition here. And then, so if age, okay, let's
that's
say.
the variable.
So unfortunately here, the custom variable here is not yet adding the more than, greater than, or lesser than. But let's just say that I'm gonna add three types here: old, very old, and young. So I'm gonna add a user input here. I'm gonna add a custom variable. Is old. I know. Let's say user status. Let's say user status. So the user status, it could be old, very old, or young. So we can do that. So user status. So that's a custom variable. And then I'm gonna add a function here. Function. Let's just clone this one. Now this function, it will output. So now let's have another JavaScript here. If the age, so let's say let user status. This is the user status. If the age is let's have a better if the age is greater than 60,
45, 60, okay.
Let's just say 60. I'm gonna say very old.
Yep. No. Senior citizen. Okay.
Let's say old. Let's just say old. So let user status is, so by default, the user status is young. So that's default. By default, the user status is young. But if the user age is greater than 60, the user status now becomes old. Okay? So, and if the age is greater than, lesser than 60, but the age, but the age is more than, let's say more than 35, the status would be
Adult.
What should be the status? More than 35 to 60, what should be the status?
They normally call it midlife.
Midlife. So midlife.
Yeah, let's just call it midlife. Yeah. Normally it comes with the word midlife crisis.
So if the age is lesser than 35, if the age is lesser than 35, let's call it young. Okay? So the user status by default is young. So if the age is greater than 60, the user status becomes old. If the age is greater than 35 but lesser than 60, it's midlife. But if the age is lesser than 35, it's young. And then we are going to output that user status. And that saved the user status in the custom variable. Good?
Yep, good.
That's a good function. Now let's check. Let's have a condition here. Okay. Let's search for user status here. Okay, user status custom variable. If the user status custom variable contains old, what message are we going to send? Avail our life, our herbal life that supplement
Hair loss
that would make you look younger.
Okay.
Right? Make you look younger. Okay. So now this is where things get a little tricky because we need a nesting. We need to nest a condition. So in here, it becomes false because if the user is not old, it becomes either young or midlife, correct?
Yep.
If the user is not old, it's either young or midlife. So we are not sure if it's young or midlife. That's why we add another condition here. Now, on the condition status, if the user is midlife, if the user is midlife, what are we going to say? Savings. Get more savings by availing our or buy to, how should we say this? What product are we going to tell
normally in this kind of cases, I will foresee is selling insurance. People who are selling insurance, they will say that you are able to upgrade your program to available to upgrade to premium. Your program to premium insurance. Yeah. And then you give it a name, whatever it is.
Let's just say upgrade to premium. Let's just say, let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Upgrade your program to premium. And here we have a custom variable. If the user is midlife, send this. If the user is not midlife, automatically the user is young.
Yeah.
So what are we going to say to the young ones? Buy this and give to your parents.
Yeah.
Buy our supplements and give to your parents to prolong their to make to to make them healthier.
As young as you.
Healthier
So
and
for everybody's
younger.
watching this, you realize that we are both winging it as we go.
Yeah,
But
we are
in
just
actual,
you're just we are just thinking of something as we go. So yeah.
yeah.
So what we're doing here is we are asking the age and calculating the birth year, the age of the user. And if the user is, we are now going to check if the user is above 60, then that's old. If between 35 to 60, that's midlife.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, it's young.
Yep.
And we can make sure that this is contains midlife. Okay. So if the user is old, send this avail or herbal to make you look younger. For
Okay.
midlife, just
This one we changed it a little bit. Okay.
yeah,
Basically, we just get this supplement to look dashing and handsome. That's all.
get the soup
Supplement. Supplement.
to look
Look dashing.
more dashing to the snow
And handsome. And
and
beautiful. Yeah. Just use the word beautiful. So I think the whole program here is we are running a WhatsApp chat to people asking for their age so that we can determine the set A for people who are above 60, called old, people who
correct.
are about nutrition, about keeping themselves looking dashing, nice skin tone, everything. And then, of course, for the young to have a very blushing and beautiful, or maybe even acne, clear up the acnes or everything.
Yeah.
Whatever supplement it is. So
Yeah.
let's run the chat.
Yeah.
The whole
Let's
idea
do it
is
again.
everybody can see that actually doing the chatbot for WhatsApp is actually a mind mapping. You have to go, okay, if a person here, what's next? Do I respond? How do I respond to them? And you map all the way. So let's do our age.
Yeah.
This is age, right?
Go to age and let's say 1973. I was born in 1973. So what product is it going to offer us?
Dashing and handsome.
Get the supplement to look more dashing and beautiful.
Yeah, that's right.
Good. That's correct, right?
Yeah, that's correct. That's between 35 and 60.
Correct.
Yeah, correct.
So let's say that I was born in 1900s.
Oh.
90, I was born in 1940
40.
or 1930.
Yeah,
Just to make
that
sure.
one would be, yeah, that's very extreme. Yeah.
Just to make sure. I was born in 1930. Avail or Herbalife supplement that would make you look younger. Correct?
That's right. That's right. That's correct.
Yeah. So let's say I was born in the year 2000
Yep.
or
You'll be
1995.
22.
Yeah, 2000. Year 2000. I was
You will be
born in year.
22.
I know, not year 200.
200. You will be very old.
Wrong. Let's try again. Year
You are probably
2000.
before Christ or after Christ.
That's very bad. You're a mummy. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I was born in 2000. So buy our supplement and give it to your parent to make them healthier and younger. That's great, right?
Yeah, that's great.
So those are a lot of use cases of using function, chatbot with e-commerce, and being just being creative on how you can make your flow a bit more engaging. And you can the trick here is to make your message more personalized based on the data that you can get from your subscriber or your contact. So yeah, I think that's it for tonight because it's we have the same time zone, and I think we have shown a lot the power of. Do you think you've learned something about WhatsApp now?
Oh yeah.
Building WhatsApp chatbot.
Yeah. It will be cool. We have a chance to come back and do the paid one, the $5 per month.
Yeah, before we end, I think we need to do that. Before we end, the paid one. So I have a paid account here. Well, the difference between the paid account and the for testing is you can actually create a template and send a template message. Unfortunately, my allergy kicked in at the wrong time. So yeah, I'm very sorry about that.
You know Ultraman? You know
What?
Ultraman? Are you familiar with Ultraman, the Japanese cartoon about this hero Ultraman?
Ultraman. Yeah, I know Ultraman.
Oh, okay. You're old enough to know. Okay. So basically, it goes beep, 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 means his time's up. And that's where we have to close. So
Yeah,
you're,
I actually don't remember the Hulu show anymore, but I know Ultraman. I was too young when that aired on our country, but yeah.
so if anyone who knows Ultraman from Japan, you can put into the comment. Then we know how old you are. You are definitely somewhere around 1973, like me, or 49. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for everybody, thank you to Collins for today on the beta for WhatsApp. Today is very special. He actually did a beta for us, most of us. If those who wants to get involved in the beta, if you watch this video, please, there's a code, right? You have a code that you wanted, hashtag what? WhatsApp MMIO, right?
Yeah. Hashtag WhatsApp MMIO.
Yeah. Can you go and look for the post on the MMIO group? And then under that, you will actually hashtag WhatsApp MMIO. And the admin there in Philippines will
Actually, you can comment on this post. You can comment on this post, WhatsApp MMIO, and then I will give you the code, the access.
Yeah, the beta access, and then you can do whatever we do. The reason why we shot it in this time a bit long, and he broke it into pieces so that you can actually do a play, stop, and run your. And this time we do it with the free one, the Sandbox one, so let you get familiar with it before we go full production. And thank you for Collins again to do this whole thing. We took about 2 hours and 50 minutes to complete this. Yeah. So everybody, thank you for your patience and good night, and hope to see you again for the $5. Remember, if you want to test the $5, you need to go to docs.marketingmaster.io, look under the WhatsApp, click the 360 dialog link, and then you will go to a page where you get the $5. But if you were to go straight to 360 dialog website, they will charge you in euro or pounds. I think it's about 44 or something like that. Please use the link. So last word from Collins.
Yeah. So thank you for if you're still here, thank you for taking the time to stay with us for this very long. I hope you learned how to use Chatbot for WhatsApp. There are a lot of very useful application for businesses like e-commerce, like real estate, travel and tours. There's a lot of things that you can do inside of the chatbot to make your business better. There are so much things here that I wish I was able to discuss, such as this one, such as this ME link for WhatsApp. You can send this link to your subscribers, and if they click that link, they will be redirected to WhatsApp, and then they would receive the flow that you have created here. You can copy the payload ID and use it for Facebook. You can copy the JSON code here and use it for third-party applications. There's a lot of things that I was not able to do to discuss here, but hopefully, if we on our next webinar just like this, you'll still be here and you'll be able to see how the use cases of these things, and you'd learn more on our next webinar. So we hope you learned a lot on this.
Well, definitely we will be coming back. We will probably be doing this quite often. And for most important, please give us your comments on the Facebook comments. Tell us what you like to know so that we can do more videos like this. We will try to go live as well. But for now, we are just doing recorded because we will get used to this recording. And Thank you for you guys for joining us, subscribing to MMIO. And thanks to Collins, he tends to build more features at the same price that you pay. Thank you, Collins. So everybody,
Bye-bye.
Good night. And from me, from Kuala Lumpur, Tong Chiwa, and that's from
Philippines.
Collins from Philippines. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.